I am delighted to announce that the Minnesota Zoo will be fully open for gebusiness at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. This afternoon we received an order from Justice Kathleen Gearin of the District Court in Ramsey County that authorizes the zoo to use our earned and contributed revenue to continue to operate the zoo. I cannot thank Judge Gearin enough for her thoughtful consideration and timely dispensation of this case, particularly in the light of the enormous volume and complexity of the issues before her. She realized that this weekend for the zoo was extremely critical, so she worked really overtime to make this decision happen. She also recognized in her order that we were not arguing that the public operation of the zoo is a core government service. Instead, her order correctly interprets the law that the revenue earned by the zoo is automatically appropriated back to the zoo for our operations. We also appreciate the exceedingly difficult situation for Governor Dayton, for the Commissioner of Minnesota Management and Budget, and others who've been involved in these discussions, and understand the difficulty that we're all facing right now. But I think that the zoo really is in a unique position. We earn 71% of our total budget, and most of that earning happens during the summer months. This is the time when the sun's out, this is when we make hay. And in order to achieve a balanced budget by the end of the year, it's really critical for us to be open at this time. And again, by being able to be open, we're going to be able to continue the successful public-private partnership and business model that we've developed over the last several years and get right back on track. I'm standing at our new south entry, which was actually supposed to open on Friday. And I'm just, again, delighted that we're going to be able to invite our guests to come in through this beautiful new entrance to see the zoo starting tomorrow morning. This weekend, in addition, this is a time we're celebrating the founding of this great country. And the zoo has traditionally done a military family weekend, or week actually, allowing free admission for veterans and their families. And now that we're going to be opening again, we're going to extend Military Family Week to next Friday. And we're also excited to announce that the following day, on July 9th, just inside this new wing of our zoo, we'll be opening a fantastic new exhibit, the 3M Penguins of the African Coast. And we've been planning on really a banner year with knowing how much people love penguins and how beautiful this new exhibit's going to be. And now with Judge Gearin's order, we know we are going to have a great July. We're very grateful to be open again, but we are also very concerned about the impact of the state shutdown on all of Minnesota and all of the people who visit our state, and especially those who reside here. We're very hopeful there'll be a resolution soon to the budget impasse. But again, because of our special case, but because of the legislation that was put in place many years ago, we're very happy to say that we have the authority and now the judicial okay to open the zoo, and we'll be up and running for business starting tomorrow. Be happy to take any questions. It's actually been 2 days that we've been shut down, and we estimate that on a busy July day, when the weather's good, we can earn anywhere between $50,000 and $80,000 a day in just the receipts from that single day, and we anticipate we have lost that. There are other economic impacts that are harder to calculate. We have members who've paid for their membership. We have zoo camp kids who come out who've paid in advance for their participation. So there are probably some other economic losses that we possibly would have seen, and certainly would have seen had we been shut down longer. At this point, we will be fully staffed starting tomorrow. We have been working hard to reestablish contact, and at this point I think we've just about gotten in touch with everyone. Everyone's eager to get back to work and excited to be back welcoming the public to the zoo. I'm very happy. Obviously, the shutdown and the situation statewide is something that's very hard for anyone to be happy about. And so what we're pleased about is the fact that the law that we have wanted to have interpreted was looked at very carefully by Judge Gearin and recognized that despite the rest of the situation, we do have the legal authority to remain open. Obviously, it's going to mean a lot for the zoo, for the visitors, the people of Minnesota who would like to come out to the zoo on a holiday weekend, and it's going to mean a lot for us financially in the immediate future as well.
Given how this happened, the legislature and the governor have acted, are you looking to make a change or looking at the state laws that ensure this is not going to be a problem, or looking at changing how to get funding for this is not a question?
You know, at this point, there are a lot of structural issues in this state that are probably going to be looked at hard once the dust settles on the negotiations. That said, I think this order by the court actually validates the fact that we have good legislation in place about how the zoo should operate. When it was the law that we're talking about was put in place, it was really intended to get the zoo to really think about being a business. To incentivize the zoo to maximize our earned revenue and rely less and less on state support to operate the zoo. And that's all happened. Back in the 80s, about 60% of our total budget came from the state. That's declined significantly. It's now down to only 29% out of our total $21 million budget. The rest we're earning or is contributed by citizens of the state of Minnesota. And a lot of that's due to the fact that this legislation was put in place. We have reserve money from the past fiscal year, and we have anticipated earnings for both July and August that would allow us to operate all the way through September at minimum without any additional state support. Okay, thank you.